Now I'm going to generate some renders from this model that Stephen completed in the previous tutorial. So first thing that you have to do when you're considering rendering is place some cameras. So let's have a look where's going to be good. It looks like there's quite a lot of stuff set up in this room in the corner here. So let's go to the floor plan of that floor. So that's going to be the first floor plan. And here it is. He's got a dresser in there and a table. Now I think a camera here looking out this way would be good. So I'm going to go to View, 3D View, Camera, and I'm going to click and drag to set where I want that camera to see. Now Revit's going to automatically generate the view through that camera, and it's going to create a new 3D view here. So I'm going to rename this straight away. So I'm going to call this rendering 1. Okay, back to my first floor. Let's have another view straight through this door. So 3D view, camera. Let's this time have it looking from this corner towards this corner. So that looks quite good as well. Okay, again, let's create a new view here. So I'm going to rename that rendering 2. Okay, now I'm going to do rendering 1 on my computer, and I'm going to do rendering 2 in the cloud. So let's open up rendering 1, and I'm going to change the render settings with this little button here. Now I want it to be high. I'm going to do an internal render on this one using these lights. When you do an internal render, it takes a long time if you do it on your local computer. So I'm just going to set it to high. In fact, I might even set it now. I'll leave it high. Okay, I'm going to do it to interior artificial only, and I'm going to render that. Okay, so it's going to start to render that out now in Revit, and we'll come back when it's finished. Okay, so the render's finished. You can see it's reached 100%, and you can see the render in the render window. I'm going to close that dialog box, and I'm going to save this rendering back to the project. Now you can see it comes up in the project browser. My original 3D view from the camera is still in the project browser, as is the new rendering. You can see the quality is very high. The wall finish in the roof and the floor finish aren't very good, but you can see the glass and the wood and the chrome on the edge of the chairs is very good. So that's rendering locally. Okay, now we're going to look at rendering in the cloud. So I'm going to open up rendering 2. The first thing I need to do is sign in to my Autodesk account. So I'm going to click on sign in the top menu bar, sign into Autodesk 360, and I'm going to sign in with my username or email and my password. Now, once I'm signed in, I'm going to set my rendering properties, just as I did before. I'm going to set it to best and the lighting to interior artificial only. I don't need to render it from here, and then I'm going to go up to view, render in the cloud. Now a new dialog box is going to come up, and there are a few settings that I need to modify in here. The first thing that I'm going to do is pick the 3D view that I want to render. I can render them all in one go, or I'm just going to pick rendering 2 in this case. I'm going to change the rendering quality to final and the size to maximum, and then I'm going to click start rendering. Now I can wait for this to finish rendering, or I can continue in the background and get on with my work. Now you can see up in the menu bar it tells me that it's rendering in the cloud, and it's going to send me an email to the email address associated with my Autodesk account when it finishes. So I don't have to worry about that until I get the email. Okay, I've had my confirmation email that the rendering's complete. So to view the render, I need to go to the Autodesk 360 site, which is rendering.360.autodesk.com. From there, I need to sign in using my Autodesk login and password. Okay, after I've signed in, you can see all of these renderings that I've done previously. I'm going to click on lesson 14 and click on the little picture, and there it is. So there's the rendering done in the cloud. You can see the quality is fantastic. The light and the way the light bounces around the room, and it passes through the glass table and reflects off the chrome of the chair legs and off the leather of the surface. The quality is really good, and when you're rendering in the cloud, you can have a dozen of these renders going on at once while you continue to work. So the advantages are numerous. So that's rendering in the cloud.